Okay, good everyone. Today we are going to answer first question in trigonometry, and that first question is a waec question we have on the board. This is waec question 2017. In the waec question we have given that sine x is equal to 5/13, where theta is less than x and that x is less than what? 90. This particular statement is very important in this question. Now, whenever we have 0 is less than x and that x is less than 90, what they are trying to say is what? The angle we are talking about is bigger than 0, but that angle is less than what? 90. And such angle is what we call an acute what? Angle. Now, where can we start our calculation? They say find cos x minus 2 sine x all over 2 tan x. Now we have to draw our right angle triangle as we have, because in right angle triangle there we see sine x, cos x and tan x. Here becomes what? Our x, the angle they are talking about. Here is what? Our right angle triangle, our right angle symbol. Then this place is what? Our opposite. And this one is what? Our hypotenuse. Here becomes what? Our adjacent. Remember that what? Where the angle is facing is opposite, where the right angle is facing is hypotenuse, the other side becomes what? Adjacent. Now normally we're supposed to have something like this. Now we have what? Theta. We have what? Opposite. We have what? Hypotenuse. We have what? Adjacent. Now in this case now, you can now see that what? They said from the question, they said that sine of what? X is equal to 5/13. Which means when the angle of what? Theta is being replaced with what? X. Because this is what? Cos x. Supposing this thing now, this is supposed to be what? Cos theta minus 2 sine theta all over 2 tan theta. But they represent their theta with what? X. So this is what? Our x. Now in this case, when we say sine x, it means we're supposed to talk about what? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse. Because sine theta is equal to opposite over what? Hypotenuse. But from this, given that sine x is equal to 5/13, that simply means that what? This is representing our opposite and this one is representing our what? Hypotenuse. For it to be what? Sine. So in that case, I can come to the side of what? Opposite and put what? 5 as we have, and come to the side of what? Hypotenuse and put what? 13. So this is what? The rightful way we can put our diagram. But looking at the question, they say we should find cos x. What about cos? Cos of what? X is equal to, remember that cos means adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. So we need to find that cos. What is remaining there is what? Adjacent, for we to get it. Then when we say tan, tan of what? S is equal to what? Opposite over what? Adjacent. Now you can see, for we to complete the one of what? Tan, we need adjacent. That is the reason why we need to find this what? Adjacent. So in that case, when two sides of what? A right angle are given to you, we are meant to find the remaining side. We are going to use what we call Pythagoras rule. And in Pythagoras rule, we have Pythagoras rule. And in this Pythagoras rule, we are going to have hypotenuse what? Square is equal to what? Opposite square plus what? Adjacent what? Square. Our hypotenuse is this side, which is what? 13. It is squared, we square it, which is equal to opposite square should be what? 5 square, because this is opposite, plus adjacent what? Square. So in this case, we are going to what? Find our adjacent. Make adjacent the subject of the form. But before that time, 13 square means 13 times 13, which is 13 times 13 13 times 13 is what? 169 is equal to 5 square means what? 5 times. So in this case, this is 5 square means 5 times 5, which is what? 25, plus we are looking for what? Adjacent word square. To get the adjacent, what do? We have to make adjacent the subject of the formula. Adjacent is equal to, look at, we have 169 minus, when 25 is crossing over, we have minus what? 25 will give us what? Adjacent square left. This adjacent square, remember when positive is crossing the sign of equality, it becomes what? Negative. So we now say 169 minus what? 25 will give us what? 144, which is equal to what? Adjacent word square. So if 144 is equal to adjacent square, I can say that adjacent square is also equal to what? 144. So can I get my adjacent from here? Yes, adjacent becomes what? Square root of what? 144. Remember, anytime we are talking about square root, we have plus or what? Minus. So what is my adjacent? My adjacent becomes plus or minus of what? 12. But in terms of what? Distance, we don't use negative for distance. Now, in this case, we are going to take what? Positive of what? 12 as adjacent, because adjacent is just a line. We don't have negative what? 12. So since my adjacent is what? 12, I can now come here and represent my adjacent as what? 12. Now, in this case, can we now find cos s? What is cos s? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. And what is my adjacent now? We have 12 over, what is my hypotenuse now? 13. What about what? Sin x? Sin x. Sin s is equal to, remember that what? Sin s is very important here. Sin s is equal to what? 5 over what? 13. As we have, sin s is what? 5 over 13. Or what? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse. What about tan x? Tan s is equal to, what is tan x? Remember that what? Tan means what? Opposite of adjacent, which is what? 12. Sorry, opposite, which is what? Sorry, 5 over what? 12. So with these informations we have, can we now solve our problem? Yes. What's our problem? Cos s minus 2 sine of what? S all over 2 tan x. Alright, let us substitute. Let us substitute in that. We now come here. Cos s is what? 12 over what? 13 minus. We have what? 2 times. What is sin x? Sin s is what? 5 over what? 13 all over, all divided by 2 times. What is tan x? Tan s is what? 5 over what? 12. So in this case, to finish our solving here, what can we say? We have 12 over what? 13 minus, this time this will give me what? 10 over what? 13, all divided by, you can say this can cancel this, 1 we have what? 6. 1 times 5 will give us what? 5 over what? 6. So in this case, this is 2 fractions being combined with what? Minus. What do? We find their LCM. So the LCM of this is what? 13. LCM of this is 13. This into this is 1. 1 times this is what? 12 minus this into this is what? 1 times this is what? 10. Then this is what we have at the numerator here. All divided by, what's our denominator? We have 5 over what? 6. So in this case we can have, this is our denominator and this is what we have. So 12 minus 10 will give us what? 2 over 13. minus divided by, this is what? 5 over what? 6. So in this case, we have 12 over what? 13. When this changes to multiplication, we are going to have 6 over what? 5. And this will give me, this time this will give us what? 12 over, this time this will give me 13 times 5 will give me what? 65. So therefore, I can now say that after solving, simplifying this, the value of what? Cos x minus 2 sin x over 2 tan x will give us what? 65. Thank you for watching this wonderful calculation in trigonometry. We are going to give you more calculation. This is question number 1. We shall be solving some problems one after the other. Please subscribe to our channel, Kossy the Great. Thank you and God bless you.